Next then is 5H, our Seas of 4 presentation, the Race to the Top funding.
And again, that's just a brochure, if you're interested in attending that workshop.
April 29th.
April 29th. If it's one of the few nights in April you don't have a meeting and would like to go, I'll register you and we'd gladly go to the meeting with you. So if anyone's interested, I know you've got several meetings coming up in April. There's 3 or 4 nights, special board meetings and so on. But anyone interested in going to the meeting on the 29th, please let me know. I will plan on attending and we'll meet at the district office and head to the meeting. So just shoot me an email and again, it's typically 7 to 9. We probably leave our office, 6:15-ish or thereabouts.
Okay, thank you.
How many states did receive funding for the first round? Did they?
I think it was like 15.
Seems like that's what I read too.
So are
It
they
may have
off
been.
the
You think
list
it could have been less than
I
that?
hope so. Are they off the list, Judy asked, for the second round?
Oh, that I don't know. I felt bad for Wisconsin at first when they were saying that Wisconsin was not selected. And it's been, we went through that whole thing and talking about the law changed and tying teacher evaluation to student performance, and you've seen the headlines where Kansas City is closing all these schools, and Rhode Island fired a bunch of teachers, and Houston was talking about 400 teachers. And then Milwaukee obviously has been, the whatever you want to call it, the albatross or the real sticking point with a lot of the potential funding for the state through the Race to the Top. And so they were looking at revamping or doing something different with Milwaukee, and a lot of people thought that was what ultimately caused them not to get the money. But I guess I felt a little better when I saw Minnesota also. I mean, to me, when you look at test scores and you look at ACT scores and so on, Minnesota and Wisconsin tend to always be, doing fairly well, very high on the list. So I don't know, I ever did see the list of which states got it. I would hope it was not politically motivated and that it was looking at states that had a greater need, who were poor performing in terms of ACT tests and those sort of things that ultimately received the money.
Is that what you read too, Judy? That's kind of how I read it too, that it seemed as if most of the states that got the initial go-around were the states that were poor performers, especially. So, good and bad for us, I guess.